Good afternoon, trading world. It is after the close on the last trading day of February. When we come back, it will be a new month. It will be March 1st, 2021. Just wanted to do a quick note for pre-market on March 1st. I don't know whether anybody really got it. Or before I get into that, I do these videos on YouTube, and if possible, please leave a comment, a like, or even subscribe to let me know that you're interested in the videos, your feedback. Okay, now getting into the trade. I don't know whether many people caught in the title that I wrote for the outlook: correction, ... pause, here we come. I don't know if you could guess that or put it together, that I do think we're on the way to a correction, but along the way we're going to get some pull backs, or what I wrote in as the pause, which are going to be pullbacks back up to the upside. And it was a kind of nice little play on words, but I did write that looking at the three outcomes that we had for today, out of those three outcomes, I think the level was about 380 on the SPY. The first outcome is that we would break below, and a 30-minute candle would close below 380 on the SPY, and we would then in turn fall off a cliff. The second option was that the bulls got it together and defended the 380 level, and that would start a dead cat bounce. And the third option was that we would consolidate between 380 and 384. And I even wrote below that the most important thing, or most important option, was going to be that third option, consolidating between that 380 and 384, because we were going to consolidate, and before we did any of the other first two, we would consolidate and then make a breakout. However, we got what I see as a perfect storm brewing here, and this perfect storm has to do with the consolidation between 380 and 384. And with that consolidation, we had a lot of short covering. And when you cover your shorts, you have to buy. That's how you close a sale. You buy. And that buying activity, as many people know, with the GameStop and AMC stuff that's going on, everybody knows these two words: short squeeze, which is basically the perfect storm for a big short squeeze in the SPY. The third part of that is it's the beginning of the month. New fund flows. So all these fund managers, everybody that works a 9 to 5 or have retirement and sending that money somewhere to be invested on your behalf, that money has to be put to work on the first of the month. So with all this new money coming in, all this short covering, it could spark a rather large dead cat bounce. And add to that this dead cat could have some claws, which means it could hang up there for a bit. So coming into Monday, I expect my highest probability outcome is that I expect for us to may have either be here or pushing through this 384. We should be near that 384 level coming into Monday, and that extra oomph will push us through that 384. And that extra oomph, we should see a nice or decent explosive move up to this 386 area. And I'm not sure if we get all of it on Monday, but at some point I expect us to kind of reach up towards this 390 area. And at that point, based on internals and how things look, and whether financials and big tech is still dropping the rope and on the ground, I expect a nice rounded reversal up here somewhere. And I like to see this. I've been waiting on this because I'm pretty much out of most of my shorts. But this is going to give me a great opportunity to re-up on my shorts. So someone asked as well on a thread about the positions that I was taking and the reasoning why. I looked at it, and once I saw the undercurrents of this dead cat bounce, I know I said I wouldn't be long anything overnight, but it's the first of the month, and the setup is just too good for me. So I did take on a few calls. It was very near-term calls. Let's see. I took in a few near-term SPY calls at the 387 strike, the March 3rd calls at the 387 strike. I took up a few of those. I got in first one got in at about $1.80, and the others are at $1.50. And so I'm looking for that to be a nice explosive move for Monday and Tuesday. Come Tuesday or Wednesday, things may wear off and we'll assess it then, but I'll definitely be looking to get short sometime around there after this nice bounce that we should get coming into next week. So that's just a quick note. My first target is going to be right here at this 386. We pop around there, and I have two more that I don't really have brackets on because the calls were so cheap. Didn't really matter to put a bracket on it. And I'll be looking at the internals to find my exit out once the internals give me the flash that I'm looking for. So that's pretty much coming into next week. Again, everything still looks the same. QQQ, XLF, IWM, all of them, if you put the chart side by side and hit the name, they look like twins. So it's not a matter of me doing due diligence on all of the indexes right now because everything looks the same. So I will be looking to get short the QQQ at some point next week, but I expect the QQQ to be a little slower to turn around this week, but we'll see how it plays out once I'm able to see the internals and see everything pre-market Monday. But I just wanted to leave you with that note, showing that these undercurrents of this bounce team with the new fund flow ins and the short covering, it could create a nice perfect storm to have a great bounce to take advantage of. So that's it. As always, know your risk. Make sure you have that and you're risking no more than you can afford to lose. And wishing you profitable trading. Have a great weekend.